Hi, my name is Brenda Wolf, and I am co-founder and owner of Wolf Den Connection. And I'm studying to become ordained as a pastor. And one of our assignments, I'm a little behind on my assignments, but it says to present a lesson determining God's call. So I'm going to do that very quickly this afternoon for you. Determining God's call on your life. Well, what do you like to do? Do you like to talk? Do you like to write? Do you like to take care of children in the nursery? Do you like to teach? There's so many things that are a part of who we are and what we like to do, but we need to determine our personality and where we can fit in for things. Does the call that God has on your life, does it bring you fulfillment? Are you just doing it to check something off a list? Or are you finding enjoyment and fulfillment and you look forward to doing it? Do you look forward to speaking in front of a group? Do you look forward to going to children's church and participating and helping children learn the gospel? And are you using your giftings? Are you using the gifts that God has given to you to use? Or are you just borrowing somebody else's gifting and you're just doing it out of obligation? Some people are not hostessing people and they sign up to work in the cafe or the place where they serve coffee and sweets and things, but it's really not your cup of tea. Why are you doing it? How do you know what God's call is on your life? Well, first of all, the Lord will call you to it. He may call you in early childhood. He may call you in your teenager years. He may call you in young adulthood. He might call you when you're 56. It doesn't matter when, but the Lord will call you into it. Now, I was in children's ministry for a season when my children were young. Actually, when I was coming out of my teenage stage, I was a youth leader at a church. And then when my children were older, I started in their youth group. And I thought that's the direction that I was headed. But then the Lord just changed my heart. And I've been through 2 divorces and been through some things. Don't want people to feel the way that I did. And so women's ministry has kind of been the heart of Wolf Den Connection. So on our retreats, we take deep dives into who we really are as Christians and who we are to the Lord, and just knowing that God had called me to help heal the brokenhearted, using His word to help those who are in need. That's how I knew. And then it'll be easy. It'll be easy. Like planning a retreat might scare the living daylights out of someone else, but to me, it's easy. It always comes so easy. The lessons come easy. The organization comes easy. It's not a hard thing for me. And for some people, it would be a very difficult thing if they're not operating in their giftings. And then the people around you and God will confirm it. So He will use people, places, and things in your life to confirm that you're on the right track. I've had many confirmations that this is the road that I'm supposed to go. I've had doors open that I didn't think should be open. And so that was the Lord confirming that I'm on the right track. All right, what do you do once you figure out what your calling is? Well, first thing you got to do is accept it. You may think that your calling isn't, that you're not worthy of your call. But if you read Ephesians 4, chapter 1, as a prisoner for the Lord, then I urge you to live a life worthy of the calling you have received. See, if you go back to Jeremiah 29:11, God has a plan and a purpose for each of us. And it's a good plan. And He's already got it figured out. You just have to walk in it. And we have such a difficult time doing that because we don't believe in who we are. We don't agree with our personality sometimes, and sometimes our personality changes so that we fit into certain circles and circumstances. My drug and alcohol, I didn't do drugs, my alcohol abuse when I was a teenager, smoking, so smoking's a drug, right? I did that to fit in. Did I really fit in? Was I really fitting in? No, I didn't belong in that crowd. But I changed my personality so that I could feel accepted and loved and wanted. That's not what God asks us to do. All right, and then once you've accepted your call, get better at it. Study the Word. Study and learn things and get around people. Be willing to let iron sharpen iron. Being willing to let people critique you and give you their 2 cents worth. And just take it or leave it. Ask the Lord, do I take what they say to heart? Do I change? You just do it. But just get better at what you're doing. And then be committed to the call. If you're going to take the call and you accept it, be committed to it. Be willing to listen to Holy Spirit. Be willing to walk in what you're supposed to be doing and do the things. Like, that's why I'm taking these courses, is so that I can be more committed to the calling God has placed on my life. All right. And then the third thing, what if you fail? I can't tell you how many times I've failed at something. My husband said something really good yesterday, and I wrote it on my Facebook, but I don't remember what he said. With failure comes knowledge. It's a good thing to fail, because then you learn how not to do it the next time. And you grow in the things of the Lord, and you become more knowledgeable about what to do and what not to do. You see what works and doesn't work. So don't beat yourself up over failure. Failure is how you grow. Oh, there's my kitty. Hi, lady. And then if you fail, restart. Just re-accept your call. Say, God, I'm sorry. I failed. He's never going to bring it up to you. He is going to be so happy that you're obedient to your call. What you did yesterday, what you did 3 years ago, what you failed at, he's not going to bring that up to you. You might bring it up to yourself, but don't listen. Don't listen. Keep going. Start where you left off. I had a pastor tell us one time that if you were in this big, massive race and you got a flat tire, what would you do? Would you fix the tire and then go all the way back to the beginning to start over again? No. You would just pick up your bike and take off from where you're at. So go back to where you left off. Go back to where you when you fell off the wagon, when you fell off the bike. Go back to that spot. You don't have to go back and do all these things. Now, it does say in Revelations 2:5, it is good to do the first steps again as a review, as to get yourself current with a situation. I totally understand with that, but you don't have to go all the way back to the very beginning. Like, if I fail 7 years from now, I don't have to come all the way back to this learning the practices of ministry course and start all over from the very beginning. I can go back and review it because I'll have all my notes. Trust me, I have 1,000 notes. But that's how we keep going. And then I already said, forget the past. God isn't going to remind you about it. So 2 Timothy 2:15 says, do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who does not need to be ashamed and who correctly handles the word of truth. If the Lord called you to it, he'll provide you with everything that you need to do. So in closing, I did a forward thing. You are called. That's the first thing. God calls you. Then you have to accept it. You have to commit to it. And then you have to aspire to get better at it. So determine your God's call on your life. Easy peasy, right? Take it to the Lord in prayer, and I guarantee you, he will show you the right direction and where you got to go. Isn't that right, lady? Say meow. No, she's not going to meow on demand. All right, have a good day.